that, Srila Vishwanath Thakur says that although Hiranyakashipu was already purified, he had to take birth on a higher planetary system to become a devotee again. Prahlad Maharaj was advised to perform the ritualistic ceremony as a matter of etiquette. For the Supreme Personality of Godhead under no circumstances wants to stop the regulatory principles. Madhva Muni also instructs, Madhukaitavau bhakti abhava durau bhagavato mrutau tamayevo kramat ato bhaktya chedjo haring jayo. When the demons Madhu and Kaitava were killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, their kinsmen also observed the ritualistic ceremonies so that these demons could return home back to Godhead. A shloka upare diyaଯାଇଥିବା to perform the Shraddha ritualistic ceremony after his father's death, though his father has already been purified just by the touch of Lord Nrsimhadev's body at the time of death. Still, Lord Nrsimhadev instructs Prahlad Maharaj to perform ritualistic ceremonies, Shraddha ceremonies after the death of his father, and that is the duty of his son. Thereby, his father would be promoted to a planetary system where he might become a good citizen and devotee. In his purport, Srila Prabhupada has said, quoting Srila Vishwanath Thakur's comments, that although Hiranyakashipu was already purified, he had to take birth on a higher planetary system to become a devotee again. But we know that Hiranyakya and Hiranyakashipu, these two brothers, came down here to this material world from Vaikuntha planets, being cursed by four Kumaras, Brahmanas, Brahma-Visha. For 3 births, they are to be born here as demons. And at each birth, they would be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because they were doorkeepers at the Vaikuntha planet. They are the servants of Lord Vishnu. In Bhagavad Gita we find nobody returns from that spiritual world. Jadgatta na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Isn't it? Jadgatta na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. In Bhagavad Gita Krishna said this thing. Nobody returns. If someone goes there to the abode of the Lord, he will never return here. Because he enjoys a very, very transcendental and pleasurable life there. Isn't it? Whereas life here in this material world is very, very miserable. Dukkhaya. Gita says this. And it is a fact. This material world is not at all a fit place for any gentleman to live. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj says this thing. Because this is a place of misery, full of misery. Miserable place. But there are birth, death, old age and disease. All are suffering. Threefold miseries. All want ananda, pleasure, and eternal pleasure. But this cannot be gotten here, in this material world. And it is only available there, in this spiritual world, abode of the Lord. So why shall one come back from that abode? Never. You'll never want, you'll never aspire for it. But these two brothers, they were Jaya and Vijaya, they were first to come down here as Brahmashap, curse of Brahmanas. And for 3 lives, they would be born here as demons. Therefore they came down here. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come down here. They were cursed. And this is the Supreme Lord's will. He wanted so. Isn't it? Otherwise, why they will be cursed? Those are the servants of the Lord. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Lord, has very wonderful desires. You understand? Sometimes he wants to fight, to get pleasure from fighting. With whom will he fight? Isn't it? He always performs his pastimes with his devotees, with his own men. So when he wanted to fight, therefore these 2 brothers were cursed. And they should born as demons. So Lord would fight with them. Thereby he would get pleasure. And for 3 lives, they would be born here as demons. And each time, every time, the Lord would come and fight with them. They would be killed by the Lord. Then after 3 hours, they would go back to the Vaikuntha planets to be in their service there as doorkeepers. But here, Vishwanath Thakur says that all the Hiranyakashipu was already purified. He had to take birth on a higher planetary system to become a devotee again. What does it mean? Will Hiranyakashipu be born somewhere in this material universe, in some higher planetary system, in the evil planets like that? No? Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, the 2 brothers, they were born again as demons, Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Then they were killed by Lord Ram. Then they were again born as Sisupala and Gunthabhaka. And this time they were killed by Krishna, and they went back to their service in Vaikuntha planets. They were never born again in some higher planetary systems. But what does it mean? Srila Vishwanath Thakur, why? Says like that. You see, the Vaishnavas speak very, very subtle things, which has very deep purport. Deep purport. Ordinary person cannot understand it unless one is very well conversant So this philosophy, Vaishnava philosophy, too, this heart and system means the spiritual planet, where there will be devotees. Isn't it? It doesn't mean any material planet. You understand? And after 3 baths, they went back there. And they were again engaged in their service there. But for the 4th time also they came. Isn't it? Do you know? Huh? Yeah. They again came for the 4th time as Jaya and Maharaja in this Kali Yuga. And Mahaprabhu came. And why did they come? Previously they were cursed, so they came. Why did they come in this Kali Yuga again for the 4th time? Were they cursed again? Then? Why did they come?
Become devotees.
Huh?
Become devotees.
Are they not devotees?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Then? Why do they come again? They came voluntarily. They are not forced or cursed. You understand? They came voluntarily here to associate with Srimad Mahaprabhu. You understand? To help or to take part in Srimad Mahaprabhu's pastimes and get praise. Isn't it? Mahaprabhu was distributing praise, pure love of God, indiscriminately. Huh? Why they will be debarred? Huh? Jaya is Madhai. Jaya is Madhai. Most sinful persons. Isn't it? And they also got the causeless mercy of Srimad Mahaprabhu. They got praise. Mahaprabhu was so munificent in incarnation. Was distributing praise indiscriminately. Isn't it? He was not distinguishing whether some person is qualified or not qualified. No. Distributing. Why? Because in this age of Kali, all are very, very degraded. All are sinful persons. Huh? Whom shall he choose as a qualified person to give praise? You will never find anybody here. All are degraded, all are sinful. Then he distributed his praise to one and all. So magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Krishna praying to that. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Gour Tuhi. Srila Rupa Goswami offers this prayer. Huh? Mahavadanyaya. Greatly magnificent person. Avatar. Incarnation. None of the incarnations are so magnificent. Yeah? And neither of the incarnations, the Supreme Lord has given praise. He gives everything, but no praise. Most confidential thing. Very, very valuable. Huh? That was locked up. Very strong chest. So many locks were there. So many boxes. Big box, inside another box, inside another box, inside another box, inside another box. Locked up. Very valuable. But in this incarnation is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He unlocked all the boxes and freely distributed. Take! Huh? So, Magnan, so many people. So the Jagai Madhai. So those two brothers joined Vijaya. They came again. Let us go now and get praying. It is being distributed freely. Isn't it? So they came. There are so many considerations the Vaishnavas have given. You understand? Alright. Another thing is there. Here, Lord Nrsimhadev instructed Prahlad Maharaj to perform the ritualistic ceremonies after days. Pritkritya. Pritkritya. Ritualistic ceremonies performed after someone's death. His son performs it. That's in Vedas. We say it Karmakandya Paddhati, Karmakand. How do you say in English? Karmakand. Primitive ritualistic ceremonies like that. Huh? Narottam Das Thakur says, Karmakanda, Jnanakanda, Sakali Visher Bhanda. Huh? Isn't it? Karmakanda, Jnanakanda, Sakali Visher Bhanda. Amrita boliya jaba খায় নানাজনই সদা ফিরে কদর্য ভক্ষণ করে তার জন্য অধপাতে যায় Narottam Das Thakur says like this. This Karmakanda and Jnanakanda portion of Vedas are very, very low portions. You understand? Those are like poison. This is Visher Bhanda. A pot filled with poison. It's Karmakanda, Jnanakanda. Isn't it? Generally, Vaishnavas never do this thing, perform this thing. Why the Vaishnavas will take to poison? They are tasting nectar. Huh? Only those who are not Vaishnavas, they perform these ceremonies. Karmakanda, Jnanakanda. Then ritualistic ceremonies. And it has its necessity. After death, a person, you see, takes bath, definitely. If this ceremony, Pretakrutya, the ceremony performed after someone's death, non-Pretakrutya, will not be performed, that person will be a ghost. Ghost. That is that. He can never get a metal body, you see, a gross body. He can never get. Ghosts are always in subtle bodies. They never can. They can't get this gross bodies. To remain in subtle body is very, very painful. Very, very painful. You understand? If someone gets a gross body, it gets some sort of relief. So these ceremonies are performed. Thereby, the deceased person will not get subtle body. He must get a gross body. Therefore, the son does so. The son's duty. Let his father be not a ghost. You understand? The son's duty. So, Lord Nrsimhadev instructs this thing. This is outward thing. Because he has said, your father has already been purified by the touch of my body. What is the necessity? This is only as a matter of etiquette, social etiquette. Nothing else. As a matter of social etiquette to perform. And Vaishnava will teach like that. Unless a Vaishnava teaches, why the other people will follow. isn't it? Therefore he says, otherwise there is no necessity at all. So we Vaishnavas also do this thing, but we never do this ritualistic, karmakanda, ritualistic ceremonies. When a Vaishnava father dies, the Vaishnava son follows Vaishnava etiquette. That means he invites Vaishnavas and do Sankirtan and feed the Vaishnavas, serve Vaishnavas. Took Krishna Prasad, offer it to Krishna, and feed all Vaishnavas, and offer that Prasad to the deceased forefathers. That is our way of Shraddha. It is known as Shuddha Shraddha, pure Shraddha. You understand? But this Shraddha ceremony, done according to the Karma Kanda portion of Veda, is known as Vidha Shraddha, Rakshasa Shraddha. You understand? This is our Vaishnava way. So Vaishnavas never do this thing. But here, Lord Nrsimhadev instructs Prahlad Maharaj to do this thing. And thereby also says that his father has already been purified. So there is no necessity of performing this thing. Only for a matter of etiquette. Only for a matter of etiquette. He instructs this thing. You understand? Prahlad Maharaj is a great devotee, great Vaishnava. But his father was not a Vaishnava. So, for his father, he should do all these things. Another consideration. So he instructed. Otherwise, there is no necessity at all. Father has already been purified. You understand? These are some considerations. All right. Say something here.
When going back to Jaya and Vijaya, when the four Kumaras, it says that they went through 6 gates, and from the 7th gate they were stopped.
Yes.
My understanding was at that time they were Brahmagyanis. So how is it they could get that far? And at what point did they become devotees? Was that
those 4 Kumaras? Yeah, because they were Brahmagyanis. They were not devotees at that time. So they were debarred from entering Vaishnava, Vaikuntha. You understand? And as the will of Vishnu, they will be cursed. They will be debarred, so they will curse this Jaya and Vijaya. And I told you, they will burn as demons. The Lord Vishnu will come, fight with them, all these things. When Lord Vishnu came there, when they were cursed, Lord Vishnu came there. When they saw Lord Vishnu and the tulsi leaves offered and the lotus feet of Vishnu, the scent, nice scent, entered into their nostrils, so they were turned. Oh, how nice it is. So they became devotees then. They were attracted towards Lord Vishnu. They became devotees. Yes.
So even though they weren't devotees, still the Lord came to them? Before they were actually devotees, the Lord still came to them? Even though they're Brahmagyanis, the Lord still came?
Yes, because they will be devotees. Lord showers His mercy on them. From them a sampradaya will come, Kumar sampradaya, you see. This Lord's mercy.
And afterwards, with Jaya and Vijaya, after they came praying with Mahaprabhu's Jagannath, did they go back?
Yes. Yes. That is their service. You understand? So fourth time they came voluntarily. You understand? Because Mahaprabhu was distributing prem freely. Let us have it.
Wouldn't they aspire for something higher once they attain prem, rather than just being the guards of Lord Vishnu's, Lord Narayan's Lord? After they attain prem,
Yes.
wouldn't they desire to do something else other than to stand at the door? Wouldn't they desire to do some?
That is their service. That's all there in Vaikuntha with prem. You understand? Yes. And whenever they desire to come here, they will come. The Vaishnava comes. You understand? Yes.
I've practically run out of question now. I can't really. But I have just one class. The last Bhagavatam class you gave, you were saying about an ideal king. A king should teach the citizen, would you like that? And also, and then you gave the example of Prithu Maharaj, and you were saying when the earth didn't give grains, produce the grains and so on, and then he was going to shoot the arrow at the earth, and the earth appeared as a cow, and then you were saying he was chasing the cow, and he said that I'll kill you and everything. That seems a bit strange if he's teaching the ideal principles of religion, yet he's saying he'll kill a cow. Why?
Kill cow.
Why?
Because this earth assumed that form of cow out of fear
Yes.
of Maharaj. Because it's generally cow, human, Brahman, Vaishnava, they won't be killed.
No.
So she assumed the form of cow. But Maharaj said, still I would kill you and distribute your flesh to my citizens. Why are you not giving corns, grains? Huh?
Yes.
That's it. Because I introduced this Bhagavad Dharma, all my subjects, citizens, they are performing yajna. You are getting your share, why are you not giving? Therefore, he said like that. That's idea of king. King's duty is to provide everything. Fooding, shelter, occupation, employment, everything for the citizens. This idea of king. Then Earth said, Earth, tell why she was not giving. That was there. And then Earth gave profuse. He said that Prithu Maharaj milked that cow. That is the description there in Srimad Bhagavatam.
But couldn't it be misinterpreted? Couldn't some people use that and say, well, King Prithu was going to kill a cow? Couldn't that be misused?
Huh?
Couldn't it be misused?
What?
Couldn't that pastime be misused by some people? Couldn't they say, well, King Prithu was going to kill a cow?
Why? Why he was thinking the reason should be understood.
Yes.
Yes. Reason should be. It doesn't mean that everybody can kill. He actually didn't kill. He told that thing because the earth should provide.
Yes.
Because I am ruling according to principles of religion. My subjects and citizens, they are performing the sacrifices. They are observing also the principles of Bhagavad Dharma. Why are you not giving? If you won't give, I will do like that. Because that's my duty, to provide this thing to my citizens. That is idealism. So, he didn't kill.
No.
Then, earth told her tale. Prithu Maharaj could understand everything. Then, earth gave profusely.
Yes.
Actually didn't kill. That's a threatening.
Yes.
So nobody should follow it. Nobody is a king. And nobody has that right to ask the earth. Earth would reply. You see?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow we have one program, important program.
Huh?
I have forgotten to tell you because tomorrow we'll go to early morning 7. So maybe I'll discuss again with Abhitav and then tell you in the morning also. After this Mangal Aarti, we'll go to Pataki.
It's okay. No? Oh.
No morning class.
Tomorrow there is a program in this village.
Oh, see.
In the day of commencement, 11.
So what's that again? Sorry, tomorrow I don't come with you tomorrow morning. So I'm lost.
କାଲି ସକାଳେ ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଯିବ ନାହିଁ
I don't come with you tomorrow morning. Okay. So I should go to the program?
Yeah, we will also join attend the program by coming from Cuttack. But why you will go to us? We are going on different classes.
Okay.
So tomorrow evening or again on Sunday morning, 7 to 9:30.
Okay.
Because 9:50 Maharaja started.
What you have heard, you say, just repeat.
ସେଇଟା ତ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛି ମାନେ ଆମର disciple ମାନେ ଯାକ disciple.
No, I have no fight. Prabhupada asked me in Bombay to tell, speak in Hindi in one program. I have no fight. But I spoke.
Maharaj was very much afraid of that program. Then he had asked Prabhupada, what I will say? Now what you are listening from me, you should chant that one. So Guru Maharaj thought in the way while passing through the streets, he thought that how can I satisfy Srila Prabhupada as well as audience? Within a moment I have no preparations. So in the distance he had seen that some gymnastics in the gymnastic persons are just massaging their body with oil and make fit for the gymnastic.
Yes.
That's why Guru Maharaj had thought that I'll have to tell them about this bodily designations, Dehodharma, and how it is temporary and how one can just convert it to spiritual consciousness, bodily consciousness to spiritual consciousness. And he had planned it accordingly because he had got the mercy of his spiritual master.
Yes.
And he had present there at the side of Srila Prabhupada, and while he was speaking he was very much fearing because he is speaking in Hindi as well as a neophyte devotee, and it is his first speech perhaps in a gathering, good gatherings and intellectual mass. But surprisingly his speech was very much appreciated by one and all in the audience group, even including Srila Prabhupada. It was a very nice moment as today Chaitanya Prabhupada told. So you should say what only Guru Maharaja told, not anything, no contraction, no addition, no subtraction, as it is.
Yes.
Here also Prabhupada said, preaching, you should preach. What you are listening from me, that you should preach. We can do the cleansing of temple by some other paid servants, but paid servant will not preach like you, like devotees. So you devotees should go outside and preach very nicely.
Yes.
In South Africa?
That's really not so certain. I don't know. After here, I'm going to go back to England for 2 months, 3 months, and then we have a ticket booked to South Africa in March. But just before Gopurnima, we'll go back to South Africa. But I'm not sure how long to stay there. It depends on whether they let me collect properly or not. So if they're not going to let me collect properly, there's not really much point in staying there for them. Because one difficulty is that I'll be going there on a tourist visa. So officially I won't be allowed to do any business. So when I was there last time, I was on tourist visa and the devotees allowed me to collect, because I was collecting just 1 day a week, and the rest of the time I'll be doing pujaari work. But I'll see if they let me collect or not. Otherwise I'll have to somehow or other get a work permit and collect without them.
Very.
I was staying in the temple in Durban.
Durban?
Yes, that new temple there, one that Bhagavan built. It looks very nice, but there's a lot of flaws. There's a lot of problems with it. There's so many things. They spent something like £2,500 on gold leaf, and it's all peeled off. Within a year or 2 years, all the gold leaf peeled off the roof and fell off. It was eaten by birds, and they wasted £2,500.
Yeah.
Nearly, well, not far off 1 lakh rupees they just wasted. Completely wasted. And there are cracks. It's only been up for maybe 3 or 4 years, and there are big cracks opening in the base. Around the base of the building there's big cracks, and so many things wrong. they installed all these electric fans.